Hey, welcome back to the Founder's Journey Daily Spark. Actually, coming to you today from a rainy but beautiful Cardiff, Wales, on a bit of a business trip here for a few days, so all over different locations. Today, we're going to actually start to talk the top 5 reasons for startup failure. And I say start to talk about it because over the next few days, we're going to address actually each one of these in a lot more detail. There's a lot of reasons that startups really just never kind of get to the potential that they really are looking for. Normally, these reasons are really going to fall into one of 5 different categories. First, we're going to get into over the next couple of days, and this will be tomorrow actually, is market misalignment. When you think about market misalignment, this really includes a lack of understanding of customer needs, it's poor product market fit, and we hear about that all the time, and it's timing issues, right? So really, startups have to ensure that their product or service really aligns with market demand. Usually this misalignment really stems from simply not understanding a market well enough to begin with, or maybe entering a market with a solution that's it's too broad, it's not specific enough, and it really fails to kind of find the buyer community that you're really looking for. The second one is really around financial challenges. Financial mismanagement, overspending, revenue issues, these are common things that really occur in a startup. You've got to have sound financial discipline in order to really maintain the sustainability that you need. And unfortunately, I think founders that maybe don't have a financial background, often they just are not paying close enough attention to cash burn and runway. This is especially true when you see venture-backed startups that have outside capital. Team and leadership problems are the other big one that we're going to address. Dysfunctional teams, leadership issues, ethical violations, they can all really undermine the success of a business. So effective teamwork, ethical leadership, founder humility, and that's a big one, are really vital. A lot of times that kind of this sort of leadership dysfunction can stem from fallouts between co-founders. Those relationships go sour. The team and the whole company then become divided. It can create a real mess. The failure to adapt or innovate is also one we're going to hit on. Failure to kind of adapt to market changes, new technologies, customer feedback, it can ultimately lead to failure of a startup. We combat that by really embracing adaptability and continuous innovation. It's preventing ourselves from falling so deeply in love with our own product that we stop listening to real feedback. Sometimes that feedback comes in the form of poor market traction, right? It's all the signals that the market send to us, but that we can easily ignore. Regulatory and compliance issues are another one we're going to hit on. Again, it may not be as pertinent for every business, but the ones that are, it's incredibly important to understand the legal and regulatory requirements. Because if you don't, it results in fines, legal trouble, reputational damage. You've got to be able to be in compliance with regulations for long-term viability of the business. This kind of stuff can creep up on you easily, especially when you're dealing with international markets, or maybe you're selling it to really highly regulated end markets. Knowing the rules is your responsibility. We're going to hit on it. So over the next 5 episodes, we're going to address each one of these in more detail. We're going to focus on how to avoid the pitfalls. And we're going to talk about how to really understand if these problems are affecting you. So in the meantime, really honestly start to consider if any of these are affecting you. If they are, which they probably are, you're not alone and it's okay. Just recognize the issue and we can start to talk about how to fix it. So thanks for joining us, the Founder's Journey Daily Spark. Take a moment to follow and subscribe so that you never miss an episode. And also take a moment to share your comments or experiences below so others can learn from the experiences that you've had. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.